Hello and welcome. Let's do a fun reading. I'm hoping this will be a short reading or like a little quickie. I wanted to take a look at what, we're going to do a pick a card, what your 2020 lesson was that you missed. I'm sure a lot of you have learned a lesson of some sort during 2020. So I want to see if there's a lesson that you missed. So if you were drawn to this video, I feel like it's because you feel like maybe you did miss something. So if you're here, this message is for you. And if it doesn't resonate, then thank you for watching anyways, and have a good life. But let's see what we have. I'm gonna use crystals too. For some reason I was drawn to use crystals, and I pulled these crystals and I didn't realize they had something in common. So all right, let's see, we're gonna do 3 stacks. I'm using the Super Lunaris Tarot that I got. I got it when it was on Kickstarter. They have a website now. I just love this deck and the diversity and inclusiveness that it has. So yeah, all right. 3 stacks. Okay, and they're all going to be 3 cards. This is what's coming to me. Okay. So we have stack number 1 here. All right, let's see, what 2020 lesson did you miss? Okay, we have Buddha in green aventurine here. We have the sun, which I believe is Picasso Jasper, if I'm not mistaken. And then we have one of my crystal skulls. This is fluorite. Rainbow fluorite. So go ahead and pause if you need to, see which one you're drawn to, and we'll go ahead and get started. All right, so we have this one. We're going to start with Buddha. If you chose Buddha, this message is for you. All right, we have the wheel, the 3 of cups, and the 3 of swords here. So definitely a karmic lesson here with the wheel. It's like the wheel of life. And then we have 2 3s, which are socialization, but the 3 of swords is about like a heartache. And I feel like what you missed in 2020 had to do with celebrating something. It had to do, so maybe there was a lesson in how you celebrated. I feel like there it was like the whole year, so I feel like there's something that you wanted to celebrate that you were upset about, and I feel like in that was a lesson. There was something karmic going on that it was a lesson that you missed, probably because you were not able to socialize, is kind of what I'm getting here. You were something that you may have been upset about, something that may have felt unfair, I guess, to you, something where you felt like deceived in some way, or it was like a devastating loss, like not loss, but a missed opportunity. Thank you. So what I'm getting, if you chose this stack, is that the lesson that you missed was supposed to come during a celebration. So I feel like you can look forward to that in probably not 2020 is what I'm kind of feeling here. It's something karmic, so it's something a little bit bigger. It's a cycle that you have to go through in order to progress. So if you think about any celebrations that you were supposed to have that maybe got canceled or something along those lines, I feel like there was something that was supposed to happen there that helped you move forward and break a cycle. So there's your quick and dirty for this reading. We're going to move on to the next stack. The next one, we have the sun here. The similarity that I noticed, I forgot to mention, was that they all have a face. So I don't know if that means anything to anyone, but we have the Fool, the Magician. Holy shit. Yeah, the Fool, the Magician, and Death. Okay. So the Death card in this deck is one of my favorites, as well as the Magician. Just the meaning behind the meaning. I'll show you what I mean, but let's talk about what this means for you. So I feel like there was something that you had been working on. You were manifesting a new beginning. You were manifesting something, starting kind of like a fresh start. And I feel like that got missed. There was a fresh start that was supposed to happen for you, and I kind of feel like, unlike the first one, I kind of feel like 2021 is a better time for that. Also, these are in sequence. We have the 0 and the 1. But I feel like there was something that you were manifesting. You had all your shit together, you had all of the resources that you needed, and you were ready to start off on a new journey, and then like 2020 like pulled the rug out from under you, like he's taking a walk off the cliff here. And you were not able to. But I feel like from this you grow. Okay, so why I like this card and this whole deck, honestly. Let's see if the ring light doesn't screw it up too bad. So we have this fire, which really is something major that happened in 2020. We had a lot of like not just natural disasters like on top of the pandemic, but we had the fires. We had Australian fires, we had the California fires. There were multiple fires. Here in Arizona we had several fires as well. So I feel like that's it very much applies to 2020. But in front of all of that destruction, and also with the color, there's red and orange here, and then below it there's literally a new growth, and it's blue, which would kind of like offset the orange and the red, like it's the opposite color. And something that I didn't notice in the card that I'm noticing now, and I don't know if you've already noticed it, but there's actually an image of a woman standing here. I believe a woman, a person, which I didn't even notice in the card before, that I'm just noticing now for this reading. And it is one of my favorite cards, and I never noticed it. But like, like it's the spirit being reborn into something new. We had to, it's like the forest back here had to burn down. Those trees were no longer, I don't know what a good word for that is, but the trees were not going to survive, or maybe there was some kind of infestation that was going to take a long time to kind of ruin the forest, so it had to burn down. That way a new form. Oh, getting some correlations with this year and the new strain that it's kind of transformed into. But I feel like this transformation did not happen. I feel like this is something that was supposed to happen in 2020 for you that got missed. So yeah, I feel like that's kind of, and I feel like if you were planning, you had all your shit together and ready to go on this new journey, that you already knew this isn't something that you missed necessarily. But I think maybe I kind of want to pull some cards from another deck to see what you can do. So hang on a sec. Okay, I've grabbed another deck. But yeah, I feel like that's what got missed here. Is there was like a journey, possibly even like an actual trip, like a road trip. This path down here, like you were going to head down another path. You had done a lot of work. Another reason I love this, the Magician, is very female empowering, or divine feminine, that we would get from like an Empress card, is also part of the Magician card. She's a native shaman, it looks like. She's there's a lot of divine feminine in the Magician card in this deck that you don't see traditionally in other decks. But I feel like you were manifesting this, and this was supposed to come for you. Yeah. So I feel like there was some kind of new path that you were going on that you had already been working on that was supposed to come that was missed. But I feel like this indicates that, this had to happen before, like, you were ready, but the universe wasn't ready yet. If that makes sense. So is there anything whoever's seeing this can do or needs to do at this point? You see that? I can't see. This is a death card. Let it go. It's time to start fresh. There's our clarifier. Yeah. Start over. Sorry. That's our message for that one. I know that's trying to do the short and sweet here. But yeah, that new journey, it's you may need to let that go and work on something new. Okay. That over. Last stack with our fluorite skull. Wow, I never noticed that before. I don't know if the camera will pick that up or if the ring light's just gonna reflect. But right in here, it's like the third eye. There's an actual like rainbow from the crystal. I'm sure you can see it aside from the ring light reflection. So very cool. Third eye. I wonder if that has anything to do with this. Let's see. The Queen of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Five of Cups. Okay. Well, whatever you missed in 2020 was not something that was meant for you. So I feel like you're better off here. You're better off staying on in your own path, in your own power, than letting somebody else in. Because the Knight of Pentacles is slow movement. And then we have, like, I feel like this is you slowing things down, okay? And it wasn't meant for you. This is letting go of something that's getting away. That way you can see what you actually have. We have the 3 cups that are spilled over here, with the 2 upright cups behind, and it's about not seeing what you have and focusing too much on what's going away. So I feel like letting something go here, whatever this was, I feel like that you were working on in 2020 was something that was not meant for you, that you need to let that go and stop focusing on that. So to me, I feel like you may already know whatever it is that you missed out on. This whatever lesson was not going to move you forward. Again, we have the slow pace here. It wasn't really going to move you forward. So I feel like the lesson that you missed was more something that it was a lesson that you logically, again with the swords and thinking mind, something that you logically wanted to do, then you kind of maybe feel like or felt throughout 2020 that you missed out on. And this is kind of more saying that lesson that you missed was meant to be let go. You weren't supposed to have that lesson. The lesson you were trying to learn is not the real lesson for you. So whatever it is that you were putting energy, time, your mental energy into, the thing that you were thinking about most, possibly a transformation with all the butterflies here, I feel like whatever that was not the right way to go about it. It was something that you really were supposed to be learning a lesson about letting go. And I feel like that lesson is coming forward in 2021. So yeah, that's what I kind of have for you. If this resonates, let me know. Drop a like, subscribe if you want to see more. Check out the playlists, then all the stuff that's linked in the bottom. But I feel like whatever this lesson was that you were trying to learn was not the lesson. There was a different lesson. So maybe your lesson now is to let go of what you were trying too hard to achieve. So thank you so much for watching. And as always, have a blessed day.